All right, a little Wednesday evening action for you. Day before the TPC gets started, we ran a little thank you event for Nevada residents. You had to have to be a Nevada resident who has bowled at least once previous this year. They really kind of got screwed by the COVID reduced schedule, and their home conference, most of their tournaments were 5 hours away. They're the only one that got into that pickle, so we wanted to throw them this little bone, and plus I was staying in Vegas anyway, so what are you gonna do? There's 6 bowlers left in each division. The scores dropped, and they're bowling a 1-game sprint for all the marbles. Scratch bowlers left are Guba, Allo, Lampkin, Reed, Fusey, and Cardenas. So 3 girls and 3 guys left in scratch. That's kind of cool. Over in handicap, we have on that far up right here, that's Austin Dash, Kelsey Axon, and Desiree Nahara over there. Mason Snow and the Fernandez boys pretty much right in front of us over here. Pretty neat little event. Just the house pattern. We told them it was casual, but can you tell these guys are bowlers? In completely casual dress, I see Sorrel and 11 name shirts. These guys are bowlers through and through. They've been in bowling alleys just about every day since July 4th. Most of them out in Indianapolis. Coming back. But one of the neat things about TPC and JBT is that I handicap as any good as chance as anybody else, and Desiree, a brand new bowler, had a good 3-game qualifying set to get here. I'd love to see if she can finish it up in good shape. She opened with a double over there. Missed a 9 count in the 3rd. This is a 4th frame 8 count going at the 5-8. Slowly but surely misses it off to the left there. Austin Nash is going to have himself a yellow scorecard really soon. He's a rapidly improving bowler. He also started off with a double before a 3rd frame open, and this time almost wiggles that 2 pin, but not quite. Kelsey Axon, another one of those bowlers, borderline scratch handicap. I bet you she starts to be a force in the girls scratch division coming up. Most JBT events have a girls scratch and U17 subdivision, while the main 2 divisions are bowling, so always something to shoot for. And unfortunately, she'll have to shoot for the 2-4 over there. Talk about rapid improvement. That goes hand in hand with the last name Fernandez around here. Both Hayden and Gavin have been just in leaps and bounds for the last 3 seasons, getting better and better. I know they've had a couple most improved awards. They might have a couple more coming their way. Having said nice things about Hayden, he goes and whiffs his first spare of the title match there. He was clean up until that point. Mason Snow, another one of those sort of borderline bowlers, right between scratch and handicap. Hopefully can have a good summer of work to put in. Maybe he'll bowl scratch, maybe he'll take the pins, you never know. There's really pros and cons either way. Scratch, it's hard to beat our very best. Handicap, it always feels like there's someone with 200 pins beating you, even though that is simply not reality, but bowler logic says it is. It's hard to argue against it otherwise. Oh man, every time I talk about someone, they throw bad stuff. Let's see if I can equally jinx scratch over here and try and capture a little bit of everybody. Olivia Lampkin off an abbreviated first college season. It was so tough on these girls going far away to school, and then if you're an NCAA school, you didn't start until January. I don't think you're even allowed to train, do OTAs or whatever the bowling version of that is. So really hard on them, but they're putting in the work out here in Vegas. She opened with 3 in a row. She's currently high on the pair. Guba and Allo, the other 2 on that pair, they are close with each other and only a mark behind Olivia. Andrew, with that title drought, if he could win again, he'll be the longest time bowler between JBT titles. Still got a couple years to get that win, and doesn't like that 2-4-10 combo. Wow. House batter, but not lighting them up right now on game 4 of the pattern. We're seeing a lot of over-under. Sometimes house patterns are harder than mid-level, challenge/sport patterns because they get so cliffed. What we used to call over and under, they say cliffed now with just a ton of oil to the left and a ton of friction to the right. Yeah, you can get that reaction where it's very hard to smooth it out and maintain the pocket. It seems to be what's happening to a lot of these bowlers right now. Darius had 3 in a row and has no problem at that too. He can strike all day when he gets loose. He's going to start being a factor more often in scratch this coming season, I'm sure of it. Not everybody's sure of it, but you know. Three guys, 3 girls left in scratch. The leader for the 3 games is this guy over in the corner, Cyril Cardenas. He is bowling right now using his pinky finger and whatever the finger is next to the pinky finger. Index, middle, ring. He's using his index and his ring finger right now. He was throwing a backup ball, as he does pretty often, about a month ago, and he felt something come funny off his finger that way. He says he hasn't tried a backup ball since. It started to hurt in the 3rd game, so he switched to this, and he still throws more RPM than 99% of human beings using his pinky and his ring finger. You try that at home, let alone balance the ball correctly. Talented kid's been at this for a long time. He's going at a 2-0 pace, and he's high on that there. And right now, the only one at 2-0 pace is letter C next to him on 52, and I guess that must be Darius. Let's see what happens. That pair in the 8th is the quickest one over here. This is the 7th frame for Mason. As he drills that messenger over there, we'll see what Snow can do in the bottom of the 7th over there. Another 2-pin. That seems to be the current thing here. A whole lot of light hits. Well, not quite making the count more. All that oil carrying down. Kelsey, one of an upcoming crop of 2-handed girls. She and Vanessa both throw a 2-handed. You're going to start to see a lot of that. Hayden's got to work. Hayden's ball, he likes to have it really change direction down lane. When he learns to smooth out that breakpoint reaction, I think he's going to be a lot more effective a lot more of the time. When he's on it, he's really on it. But when he's off it, he can still really be off it. And that's, you know, typical of a handicap division bowler. He'll get there. He's like 8 years old. He'll get there. There's our other 2-hander, Vanessa. Throws a tank. She fell down on her first practice ball, got some oil in her shoe. Looks like she has resolved that problem. Excited about the season 26 schedule. It's just about fully out on the website. If you haven't checked it out, please do so. A whole lot of excitement and hopefully darn near a full season in store. Alo gets that. That's a double. One in the 9th. He's got a 237 max. Only Sorrell's got a higher max left on the scoreboard in scratch. And Darius will finish first. I like that in this situation. Put up the number and let your opponent have to chase it. They'll be right down the boards there. Oh! Everybody's hitting the 2-pin. She hit it right in the right spot to trip a 2-pin. She'll take that. This is Sorrell's bowling ball. Doing what Sorrell's bowling ball usually does, crushing 10 back. That puts him in the 2 teens right now. That was a 7th frame double. Nash has a spare working over here. And whiffs the head pin to the right. Mason's going to shoot a 3-6-10 from the right side. That's an interesting way to go about it. But pipes it down there and makes it just fine. Kelsey's got a chance. She had a strike in the 8th, but doesn't get that double in the 9th. A little bit tougher to figure out what's going on there with all the handicaps. And Alo, wow, trips the 4-pin with his first shot in the 10th. Darius whined about having to bowl another game. Papa Alo is ready to go eat. A shot from Fernandez over there. And he may just wind up with $100. And he can, whoever does, will whine at me for the next 10 years that this should count as a title. It does not. Nick Lee, if you're watching this, I hear you. Top Dog's not a title either, Nick Lee. Oh, man. Maybe his best shot of the match in a ring in 10s, 230. Here's Desiree. She's got, just to the head pin in the side. She still has, what is she at? 108 through 8, and she's getting 85 pins. And meanwhile, that high-pitched squeal you heard to my right was Jordan as he watched Sorrel leave a 210. That bug seems to have hit just about everybody. Faith Reed now still has a chance at 226. She's going to be a factor as Darius can spare this for the 226, and he gets it. So he's the scratch leader in the clubhouse at 226. Sorrel missed that. Now the best Sorrel can do is 210, right? Yeah. No, sorry, 225. So Sorrel can only finish runner-up at the most. Handicap in their 9th and 10th frames as well. Gavin had 4 in a row, so he's going to be a factor here. He's got 210 scratch with a spare strike. Vanessa had a shot, but she double woods. Oh man. Guba gets the ball to go around the corner, and the ball almost hits the 7 pin as that thing dove to the left for a ugly solid 9. And wow, more pain for Sorrel as he solid 7s off that 210, and Guba gives a easy come, easy go sign. Desiree 710s over there. She'll be about 210 after handicap. 153 for Hayden puts him to 182. You're going to hear a lot of numbers fly around with not a lot of context, so sorry about that. Kelsey bowling in the 170s scratch. Gavin's got 212 with the fill. Snow can still shoot 206, but doesn't get his first hit in the 10th. Nahara finishes at 125 scratch, a real nice game to put her at 210. And Reed gets that light hit to go on 53. She's a factor. She can still max out for 226 and tie for first place. Nice shot from Kelsey, all 3 in the 10th for her. 172 turns into a 189. Fusey strikes in her 10th. She's got 210 possible. Gavin did fill for 212. That's 250 with pins. He's going to win. Gavin does a lot of that around here. Let's see what we got. Here's Olivia. She has 201 with the fill. Back 4 would be the finish for her if she gets it. And she does. Nicely done, Olivia. Fusey's got 212 if she can get 2 more strikes. There's the first of those 2. 188 for Mason with the fill. Highly respectable game. Gets him to, oh dear, 215. That may well be good enough. That will be good enough for second. Very good on him. Thanks, Hayden. I got these guys trained. They're bringing their cards to me. Last shot for Nash. Thanks, Gavin. That looks pretty good. Rookie. I would like them at some point, yes. Vanessa does go back 3, all 3 in the 10th for a very nice 212. Got a shot at second with that. Guba had what? 179. Nothing doing there, unfortunately. Sorrel's got 215, right, Max? But again, another 2. Boy, 2 and 2 pin combos, the name of the game in this time around.
He used to do the pinky ring finger referee.
That was Faith needing all 3 to tie. She did not get it, so Darius Allo is going to win the scratch division. His dad cackles over to the right. Austin finishes up with 180 after handicap. And Vanessa Fusey's going to capture second now. As Sorrel gets 205, right? And Faith can match that 205. Thanks, sir.
What do you mean? Sorrel
ones on there.
If you're not shooting, you're trying.
Right?
That's what they say in racing. I think that's what they.
The Jim Roden.
Like that's how like all the rules came about. There's something like set.
And Faith gets all the camera time for the final shot of a really fun event. Glad to get some different faces on camera. Oh, but the 8 count does drop her below Sorrell for a 2:03 finish. So it'll be Allo, Fusey, Cardenas, and Reed are the top 4 in scratch. Handicap goes to Gavin, followed by Mason, followed by Desiree, followed by Kelsey. Real fun action. The real thing begins tomorrow. TPC time is here. It's your 0th career JBT title.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's point 2, right?